Black Innovation Alliance's CEO Kelly Burton felt the challenges of launching a startup business in 2014. Bodyology, a tech-based clothing line specialized in clothes for active women. When the company had to shut down 4 years later for lack of funding, it left her the notion that the color of her skin was one of the reasons for her market difficulties, and inspired her to begin an initiative to help correct this distortion.
Black Innovation Alliance is a national coalition of organizations that exist to support Black entrepreneurs. So currently there are 116 organizations that are part of BIA, and they support about 400,000 entrepreneurs and innovators of color across the United States.
Here in Brazil, we see, for example, in the discussion about quotas that we should not think of people's skin color or gender, that what is important to meritocracy. If you're good, you're going to get your space. What do you think of that?
Meritocracy is not real. People receive access to things based on their proximity to wealth. And if you don't have access to wealth, if you don't have money, you don't have access to quality housing, quality transportation, quality schools, quality water, and all the things that make for a quality life.
And how do you prepare people then to innovate?
We have a theory of change that's tied to our initials, BIA. Build, imagine, amplify. And a lot of people think, well, if you imagine something, you should be able to make it happen. But the truth is, if you don't build the infrastructure that enables dreams to take flight, you can dream all day long, but you don't have the wherewithal to actually bring it into life. And so at Black Innovation Alliance, we're all about working with our organizations, our members, to deliver programming, education, training, help them build their network, funding.
What about the experience you have in the United States? What kind of things do you think that could serve as reference to other countries, and particularly if you talk about emerging markets or poorer countries like Brazil and other countries in Latin America?
Well, in the United States, Brazil is very symbolic for us because it's the largest population of Black people outside of the continent of Africa. And so I believe the United States is number 2 or number 3. And so we see there are a lot that mirrors. So we imagine that one of the reasons that we're excited to be here in Brazil is to help kind of connect the dots, to identify opportunities for us to support and provide some sort of community or solidarity for Black entrepreneurs and innovators and ecosystem builders that are operating on the ground in Brazil.
What about financing? Is it harder to get financing if you are a Black innovator?
Absolutely. Less than 1% of Black people in the United States receive access to venture capital. 96% of venture funding goes to white male-led ventures, even though all the data tells us that diverse-led ventures tend to be more successful. Are white men the only ones with bright ideas? Are they the only ones with investable ideas? Is there something that's innate to the white male experience that makes them a more proficient entrepreneur? We would say no.
Great. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you for the time.